Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Chubcast. I'm Rod. I'm joined by Balls, Braincell, and Boris Johnson.
Boris Johnson, 2028.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So, in case you didn't know, Balls used to be Ninja
Balls.
Burger.
No, we don't
His
do.
full name
Formerly-
is. He lives in.
No,
I
no.
do not live there.
You'll have to bleep that out.
You're just making so much work for me. All right. You know,
That is not it.
her middle name is.
Nuts.
That was a
Nah,
good one.
his last name isn't even.
Fin-
Anyway.
Make sure you mute all of this.
This is all.
You gotta
This is just
bleep
gonna be
that.
so many bleeps.
just bleep this
Don't
whole
worry
section.
about it.
Redacted. Yeah.
I can't use any of this.
Like,
My name is. My credit card
Oh.
number is. My security code is. My
Let's
card is
talk about
valid
that
until
mythical
March
morning intro
27th.
play.
My shipping address-
This is the best podcast yet, guys. I'm
let's
really proud
talk
of this.
about how Bush made up the invasion of Iraq.
That was a pretty funny thing that he did, actually. I thought that was
You
pretty
know,
funny.
Bush was actually supposed to be protecting JFK the day he was shot. He was the CIA guy they had there. Fun fact.
Yeah, almost like
That-
the killed John F.
Almost like
Kennedy.
he killed him.
Call me the CIA, because I'm about to blow up the with my big bomb.
Mute this, because the FBI, the CIA is gonna kill us now.
Yeah.
So mute
No,
this
I'm
whole
kidding.
thing.
I will never do that.
I would
will
never
harm
blow
that
up the
president.
with a bomb.
I
love Joe
will
Biden.
totally blow up the bomb.
I would never get on top.
Of this
would
intro is going to be
definitely blow
bleeped
up
out.
I would never make an improvised explosive and use.
r/rod. I learned how to make pipe bombs from r/rod from back. The host
What
of
is
this
r/rod?
podcast, I
Me.
learned how to make bombs from.
That's true. I'm a bit of a
Okay. All right. So
improvised explosive.
let's get to the topic at hand.
You are a
what-
scumbag. That's
I
the topic
am a
at hand.
scumbag, which is why I opened up by doxing every single one of the
Doxing.
members of this podcast.
That's true. That's you're really living up to your name.
Yeah, how's
Yeah. I'm not there. I'm in the Rockies right now.
Yeah.
I'm
that's
running
your
away from
fucking
the.
hat. That's
The
your
British
hat.
found my collection of images that are of a delicate nature towards children. I am on the
I'm
run.
leaving that in.
Oh no! Everybody, come up with stories about how I am a scumbag and what I did to deserve the
well,
scumbaggery nature.
I mean, one time you tried to kill me in real life.
Oh, literally the first time we met. Yeah.
First interaction.
Do that.
God,
I am agent. Here, let me tell this story.
Yeah, go
'cause-
for it.
All right. I am like Agent 47. I was planning for this moment my entire life. I had waken up from my cryostasis tube filled with mayonnaise, and I had one mission,
Sure.
and that was kill unknown or r/balls or whatever his name is. Rod. Rod. All right. And here's the thing. Rod is allergic to almost anything. So pretty much everything in my house was a poison. But I didn't
That's
need
true.
to bring any of that because that would be traced back to me. So it was June of 2019, about the 20th, I believe. No, wait, it was the 19th of June 2019. And what I was doing is I was trying
Do you
to
actually
open
remember
up
that?
a
Do you
mail
actually remember the date?
3 days before I went to I believe.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Okay.
So what ended up happening is I had found my murder weapon at this practicum at which we were volunteering, and it was a mayonnaise packet. And you don't know this, but r/rod is deathly allergic to mayonnaise.
Is
You
he
just said I was
actually
allergic to that.
mayonnaise?
Yeah, I'm allergic to eggs and milk.
Yep.
Fucking little bitch.
Now, I didn't know this at the time. It was my
Lactose intolerant
subconscious.
looking at.
It was my subconscious telling me that I needed to kill him with mayonnaise, right? And I knew that to kill him with mayonnaise, I needed to open it. And our friend who was blonde. We'll call him Mr. Fortnite because he's absolutely cracked at
Jonesy.
Fortnite. Yeah, we'll call him Jonesy. Jonesy, he sat me next to him, and I was like, target acquired. So I had my sandwich open, so that it would look like I was trying to open it onto my sandwich, and I was fiddling with it. I couldn't get the strips to peel, so I just squeeze it as hard as I physically can, and it bursts all over r/Rod, and he is coated in it.
Yeah.
But he doesn't die, and I'm not sure how. I guess it didn't get in his mouth.
Yeah.
I aimed too low, or actually it was too high. It got in your hair, I think. I'm very sorry.
I think it got on my
Wait.
hand. I don't really remember.
I'm not exactly certain, but it did get all over you, and
It
was
did
a
get
little
on
bit,
me.
I am surprised that we are friends at all.
I didn't recognize you when I met you again. I did not
Really?
know that was you. No, I only found that
I knew
out
it was you immediately.
after Jonesy brought it up. I had no idea.
Chalk it up to a little bit of 2020 weight gain. I
Yeah.
guess.
Oh, I don't know. I don't recognize people very well.
I was growing facial hair. Oh, I have many.
That's
awful
true. You
facial
have a
hair stories.
beautiful beard.
Oh my gosh, there's another story that can tell that was 2018 at summer camp, but I have told my scumbag story, and that is how I almost killed r/Rod, also known as unknown at blah 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 308 Negro Aurora Valley.
Yeah.
That's my grandma's house, man. That is my scumbag story.
Yeah.
Boris Johnson kept on demanding cheese at Paul's house at like 3 a.m. and then he ripped ass when we were all trying to sleep in Snoopy basement.
Is here? Should tell that story.
He's like dead.
Yeah, he's
Balls.
Kept on refusing to give him any cheese. He said, "No, my family eats that cheese."
Guess who's your family now? Or r/ball.
you guys are fucking giving me a God.
If you send me it when I get home, I can try editing it. I can give it a hack.
I'll be done by then.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Do you have a story of me being a scumbag?
That was my scumbag story. The cheese. That's like
I was king ass ripper that night.
Yeah.
It was fumigated. It was awful. I apologize. Do you have another scumbag story? I feel like you definitely do.
I'm trying to think. I mean, that's the one that really, in the time that we were like at school together, I don't think there was any scumbag stories.
I was a little bit socially inept back then, so I do know I said some things that just wouldn't fly if it were literally anybody else. I think.
I also had a bowl cut.
No, you had a man bun, I thought, right?
I did, and then I had a bowl cut.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you looked like Will from Stranger Things.
I did look like Will, but like, yeah. My dad said it looked very stupid.
Bitch.
What'd you call me?
Nothing.
I could claim complete and full responsibility for the treehouse, and that could be a scumbag story.
That's a pretty.
r/Rod getting cursed by a witch.
I did get cursed by a witch.
You did get cursed by a witch. How about you tell us
Witches.
that story?
I don't want to tell that story.
I never even heard that story. Fucking sell it.
I don't like that story.
Come
okay.
on, just sell it.
I guess I'll probably cut most of this out, but there was this girl who was at a summer camp that I volunteered at, and she really liked me. And so she kind of stalked me for a bit, and she was up in Connecticut on vacation. For whatever reason, you would go to Connecticut on vacation in the summer.
Jimmy Kimmel vacationed in Connecticut once.
Yeah,
and that's
Jimmy
when I
Kimmel's
was watching
fucking
the show.
retarded.
Yeah, Jimmy
Kimmel has brains about the same weight as
Jimmy
nuts.
Kimmel grabs children by the throat, and he picks them up, and then he shovels candy into his mouth, and then he puts it on live television, and he laughs at the children. and then he, and then all the
And
parents
then he
sit on
takes
their
it out
cut
of his
chairs,
mouth,
and they
puts
go,
it back. He
"Ah!"
can't
and they
do it.
laugh at the children as they cry, and they weep in their dungeon that Jimmy Kimmel's made.
That's true, actually.
That's
All of
real.
that is true. None of this is alleged. Jimmy Kimmel is a horrible person.
That's
Matthew
real.
McConaughey
can
is terrible.
you can look that up on YouTube. There's tons of
You
footage
can.
of it.
Wait, he grabs kids and then forces
Yeah,
them to
he,
eat
he
candy.
he grabs them by the throat and he picks them up, and then he shovels candy into his mouth.
You're
Because
fucking with me.
yes, I am.
It's called I Ate Your Candy prank. Halloween.
Yeah,
He does it
it's
every year.
I know the I ate your candy thing. That was retarded. I remember that. But
I used to think it was funny when I was a wee little lad. That's a
why
scumbag
would you
story.
think that was funny?
Because I am a scumbag.
I was just like, that's horrible.
The podcast topic is I am a scumbag.
Yeah. This one's gonna say is a scumbag. That's gonna be the
No,
title.
that's not-
We're
that's
gonna
not
get
even how you
sued by
say my
Jimmy
middle name.
Kimmel in a defamation
I don't
suit.
care. He's not
How
real.
about we bleep out Jimmy Kimmel's first name so that the last name is just Kimmel?
It's just gonna say Jimmy. If we say
Jimmy.
You're no man.
If we say Kimmel, it will be obvious.
yeah, Kimmel is not that common of a name. Jimmy, we could be talking about
My
Mr.
grandpa.
Beast
Mute that. Oh.
or Jimmy Kimmel or who's the other Jimmy? Fallon, Jimmy
grandpa.
Fallon,
Fallon.
Grandpa.
Yeah.
Your grandpa tried to
Mute-
kill you with a
Mute
katana.
that out.
Is that
Mute
right?
that out.
Mute that
Don't
out.
say. Mute that out. Wait. What did my grandpa try doing?
Kill you with a katana.
No.
With your classic katana.
Yeah,
My
that's how you got
classic-
your katana.
That's how you.
So-
Yeah,
Right? He was like,
disarmed him.
I killed an officer with his own sword back in World War II, and
That
now
was-
I shall kill you with it, you horrible Irish person.
That
And
was
then
what my
charged
great
him.
uncle did. But
Oh.
what was I gonna say? Aiden, continue your story about the Hwitch.
Oh yeah, the Hwitch.
Yeah.
Um.
The Hwitch.
Yeah, and so I moved down here, and I've blocked about 5 different Instagram accounts from her. Because she just makes new ones and tries to talk to me. And she's dating a guy now, and he looks very similar to me, which makes me very uncomfortable. And what else? Oh yeah, and then she tried to contact me again, and I was
long ago.
I don't know. I can probably
Somewhere along the line, she tried to curse you, right?
Yeah, that's I'm getting there. Let me see where I can find when she tried to contact me. Where?
911. What's your emergency?
9
I got stabbed.
September 6th of 2021.
Damn.
Yeah. So then
It's almost a year ago.
yeah, and I don't remember what I said, but I was just like, fuck off. Like I hate your guts. And then I also told her that my last name was Gilgamesh.
Oh, that's another scumbag story that you can tell.
that is very
Everybody
that's
in-
funny. She also said she was gonna kill herself if I blocked her, and then I blocked her.
She didn't.
And then she asked for my address,
What the fuck?
and then yeah, I don't really remember exactly what happened, but I basically just was like, "Fuck you." And one of my friends is in contact with her, and so she was like, "I'm gonna." What did she say? She said something about putting a love spell or something, and then
That's like rape. She's gonna drug you. She's gonna
She's gonna
drug
do-
rape
Just
you.
like Harry
Yeah.
Potter.
just
Yeah,
like Harry Potter,
Like with Tom
Date
Riddle's
rape.
classic, just like the song by that one guy.
Yeah.
And then my friend was like, I would just kill him. and she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna put a curse on him or something." I'm gonna.
Y'all want to know a fun fact?
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
That
What's a
I've
fun
been muted
fact?
this entire time and I didn't know.
Oh yeah,
You
I
didn't
thought
know
you'd
that?
realize.
You.
Oh
No, I thought y'all
no!
just thought I was very not.
If we were just all ignoring you.
Crowd today. I
Oh.
thought y'all were just being pieces of shit.
All right. We're
Podcast
all
topic
scumbags now.
r/balls isn't real.
This is- yeah. I'm
I
not
wish
here.
that there was like a recording of yourself just talking with no response.
I really wish there was that too. 'Cause I don't know.
It'd be really
I would
funny
say
to have.
something and then I'd just be silent, and then I'd be like, "Damn." Like, I didn't.
Tough crowd.
Like, yeah, that's what I said. I pulled my collar and I said, "A rough room."
Yeah.
I don't know what I was talking about, but we're gonna talk about
The witch.
Gilgamesh.
Oh yeah, the
Oh yeah,
witch.
Gilgamesh. You can tell that story.
Gilgamesh.
Oh yeah, I don't remember what I was talking about with the witch, but yeah, she wanted to put a curse on me, and then I think she did, but obviously I'm fucking
work.
here, so suck my
I bet
nuts.
she was into pegging. Dodgeball there.
I bet she was. I believe it.
Yeah.
What happens if she listens to this podcast?
Oh,
That would be.
It's just
Then
gonna
she would
say,
be
"I
very.
can't believe they talked about me."
Yeah, she would go, "Oh, Irma Gerd," and then make another
Irma Gerd.
Instagram
He'd
account.
probably dox you in the comments. Oh wait, it doesn't.
We've been doing that the entire podcast.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Shut
Oh my
fuck
god. Shut up. And he hasn't even lived there for like 8 years.
Yeah, it's been a little while since I lived there.
It's been a minute, unfortunately.
All right.
My apologies.
So
Let's
Gilgamesh.
say our favorite Rick and Morty episode, but you can't.
Gilgamesh
Pickle
is
Rick.
Gilgamesh is the alleged last name. How did you get that name?
Gilgamesh. Well, I'm actually related to an ancient Sumerian god. Is Gilgamesh Sumerian? Or is
Yeah,
it-
Yes, he
but
is
it's
Sumerian.
like
Okay.
isn't he just a
He's
hero?
a-
I
he's
thought
just-
or something.
yeah,
He
he's
was
just a
just
guy.
a hero,
But he wanted to be a god, is what I believe, right?
and then he never got to be a god. I could tell
Yeah,
the story of Gilgamesh
Because he's just a
but-
dude. Yeah, just tell us
Yeah.
the story of Gilgamesh. Tell us the epic.
Oh,
Doesn't he
Really?
like kill a
Oh, so-
monster or some
this
shit
is
like a
freaking
forest?
awesome.
Rick and
He kills
Morty.
the muck monster.
A
He
monk
kills-
monster?
He kills Gronk.
No,
Yeah, he kills
he kills
Grok
Big
or
Chunk.
whatever.
So
Yeah,
the Gilgamesh story is funny. All right, in two ways. One,
Yeah.
because you guys didn't know the Gilgamesh story, but I did because of and I thought that knew it as well, right? You knew it
Yeah,
when I told
I know
everybody your
of
last.
Gilgamesh.
Yeah, so I convinced all of the server of that your last name was Gilgamesh, and I didn't think it would work because I thought everybody knew the Epic of Gilgamesh because that was like the first book ever, right? It was one of the first
Suppose.
books I read. Anyway, so the story of Gilgamesh is basically there's this king, and he's not the best. He's actually a rapist, and at some point he rapes a woman before she gets married, like
Based.
literally on the day of her marriage, right before she's married. And that's not okay with the gods. The gods get pissed off at that because I guess the Sumerian gods aren't the Greek gods, and the Greek gods are notorious for rape. What ends up happening is they send this big hairy guy. I don't know his name, so I'm going to refer to him as Harry Potter. And he comes to kill Gilgamesh. But here's the thing: the guy writing the Epic of Gilgamesh had seen a lot of anime, and he really liked the enemies to lovers arc. And so, after fighting for a while, Gilgamesh and this Harry become best friends, right? And they go on all these adventures, they do quests, they save people, and Gilgamesh becomes a better person, but the gods get pissed off, so they kill Harry. And Gilgamesh watches his friend die of this fever that they've given him, and he's like really sad about it. He's like, how could this happen to my best friend? Is this going to happen to me, right? So what he does is he wants immortality. And this is where the story gets interesting, because this is really the whole point of the story. It's a man being confronted with his mortality. And so he goes on this quest, and he finds this old person, right? And this old person had survived what was described as a great flood. And you'll find flood narratives in like almost every religion in the world. It's really weird, but they are all there. So there was this great flood, and this old person and his wife survived, and the gods granted them immortality for having to go through something so awful, right? And so he's like, all right, so how do I gain immortality? And they're like, first we need to first I need to know that you deserve it, right? And so he challenges him to stay awake for 2 weeks, right? And Gilgamesh tries his best, but he only makes it 5 days. And then he goes to him and he says, please, I know I failed, but can I try again? And the old guy goes, no, you can't. If you can't even conquer sleep, what gives you the right to conquer death? And then, but Gilgamesh, he keeps pleading, and eventually the old man is like, all right, at the very bottom of the ocean, there's this plant, and it will grant you immortality, right? And Gilgamesh is like, oh, that's awesome. I want to go get this plant. And the old guy's like, okay, here's where it is. And he points it to him on a map, right? And Gilgamesh goes there, and he ties 2 cinder blocks to his feet, and he jumps in, right? And he sinks for like hours. It's a miracle he's able to hold his breath like this. He's kind of like Beowulf in that he can just kind of indefinitely not die from lack of oxygen. And he gets to the plant and he goes up and he's like, all right, I have immortality, but before I eat this, I'm going to go take a nice hot steamy bath, right? And so he does. And while he's relaxing, a snake comes along, and before he's able to stop it, it eats the plant of immortality. And he's like, damn, that sucks. Because now
That's a stupid story.
I know, this is a
wait,
nerd
no, that's
story.
not
Shut
the
up, you
end of-
fucking nerd.
That's
This
not
is
the
fuck
end
truth
though.
emoji.
Duh.
No, wait, at least let me finish, man.
Nerd.
So he's really sad. No. Anyway, he's really sad. And then a massive eagle comes along, and it's like his friend. And it describes to him how everybody's going to die. And that's all right. Right? And I think that this eagle is supposed to be his reincarnated friend, Harry. But I'm not exactly certain. And he learns to come to terms with the fact that one day he is going to die. And so the eagle leaves and never comes back. And he rules his kingdom without being a rapist for the rest of his life. Which I'm not sure how.
Why doesn't he just kill the
bitch.
snake?
Why didn't you just
The
break?
Because
snake?
The snake
shut
is
the
immortal,
fuck up.
I guess.
Yeah, that's how it works, man. Anyway, yeah,
think
that's
Am
the
I
story of
supposed to believe that the
Gilgamesh.
snake learned how
And
to
it's-
talk?
And I thought that everybody knew this story because it was in my curriculum when I was like 10, right? But
'Cause you're a
apparently
nerd and a
all
loser,
our balls ever learned about was the Revolutionary and Civil War. So
Pretty
Yeah,
They
the
didn't
much.
South
even
was in a riot.
teach- Yeah, states' rights.
Well, that's
am I
also
right,
not
fellas?
history. That's more like English.
yeah,
Like literature.
it is definitely more like English. But I thought it was like something that everybody would learn because it's a really cool historical fact that this is the first
I
book
feel
we
like,
ever had.
it should be, just because it's such a big,
Yeah.
pretty big.
That's like literally as soon as the book was written, the first humans were like, man, this is huge. Big if true.
Rocks.
big if true. I literally
Yeah.
was about to say.
So yeah, and then the Sumerians collapsed after a while, and
Bunch of
it all
nerds.
kind of went downhill from there.
Damn.
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 Did I,
Going on my
hey Lewis,
roommate's
did I ever
door.
tell you about the time I was a Roman emperor? No, I'm kidding.
That
Anyway,
was awesome.
If was a Roman emperor,
I
he'd be
convinced-
Nero because he's the Antichrist.
Nero's
Aw.
Day at
So-
Disneyland.
I convinced everybody in the server that your last name was Gilgamesh for, was it a couple weeks or a
It-
month? I can't
It
remember.
was, I think it was
It was
like multiple months. Also,
Yeah, it was a
Balls,
good
don't know if
long
you know this, but
while.
you're muted again.
yeah.
Just a little quick tip. That's a little
was a good long
r/rod
while.
fact.
And the only reason they ever found out that your last name wasn't Gilgamesh is because you sent a video on your YouTube channel, which had your full name.
Yeah.
And thus ended one of the funniest things I've ever done.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right. Check that
Actually,
off the
here's
list.
a funny story. My mom actually, she saw
go.
that you had tried FaceTiming me at some point, and she was like, "Hold up, is last name Gilgamesh?" And I was like, "Yes, yes, it is." That's my fun fact.
That's a fun fact.
You gotta go.
He's already gone.
He's already gone.
Aw.
That's off the list, baby.
Aw.
I don't know. What are we feeling talking about?
So that was we actually got
Why-
through an entire podcast episode while being on topic.
Why is
Dude.
r/rod.
backstory a podcast topic?
Because we don't know very much about your
Yeah, we don't know
backstory.
You know a
anything
lot.
is-
You know a lot about me.
No.
We do know a lot about you. We know that you drew a pentagram in a Catholic school, which got you
Got
expelled.
kicked out.
Yeah.
We know that you had a curse put on you.
Yeah.
By
Why
a
is
lady.
Dennis Nedry is a topic?
This Nedry.
That's the guy. That's the fat guy who gets eaten in Jurassic Park, right?
I'm a lot like him.
He was in Seinfeld too, right? He was
He
like,
was in Seinfeld. He was also in Space Jam.
oh yeah, he is. I forgot.
We can talk about. Here's the thing. I don't know anything about QAnon.
Ooh,
If
QAnon.
we talk about that, we're gonna get like raped by the members or something.
Yeah, so let's hold QAnon off for a little.
Oh.
What is this reincarnated Hitler topic?
I don't know. You wrote that.
Hitler's in Argentina and is related to him.
I wrote that?
You wrote that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's.
I am ran with
The interesting cast of Gorillas Insane. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that. Why?
What the hell?
I was stretching.
Oh, sorry about the full name drop, by the way.
Yeah, you retard.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, so
What's
Sing.
what
What
about
a movie.
why are those? Why are all the gorillas a black stereotype?
Wait,
Not
what?
only why are they
Have
all the gorillas in Sing
all
are
the
voiced by black actors, and all
black
of them
actors.
are in jail.
They like rap. They're in prison. They commit crimes.
How about another animal crime statistic? Murray?
FBI crime statistic.
How about another FBI crime statistic?
I think we've
Murray?
had enough of your FBI crime statistics. But like, we
Whose
can
idea
actually
was that?
broaden-
That's
I don't
that's
know.
absolutely racially motivated. There's no
That was
way it isn't.
100%. Yeah, no, that was
What?
definitely.
What is the thing?
It's just. Can we also
It's the
let's just talk about
Fortnite.
stereotypes in everything? Let's
Talk
the
about our favorite races.
let's talk about the goblins in Harry Potter.
Ooh.
So J.K. Rowling was actually convicted by the Twitter mob of being a TERF, which I'm not certain
What
what
is
that
a
means. But it
TERF?
has something. It has something to do with gatekeeping being a woman from trans people.
That is
What?
correct.
Oh,
Turf. Turf means. What does it mean? It's like
bird
like
trans-
underfoot.
exclusionary radical feminist, I believe.
Yes, trans exclusionary radical feminist. That's
Wait,
what it
why
is.
is it exclusionary if it's a U?
It's E.
It's
Turf.
T-E.
Oh, it's turf.
Turf.
I thought it was like TURF.
No.
Nah, TERF. There was this person. I think her name is Illuminati. She did an entire podcast about it. and I think that was really
Illuminati.
great.
That's
Yeah.
Illuminati's nuts.
Illuminati's nuts. Oh.
Anyway,
But they're
it was
Hwitch
like on this
prevalent.
corporate casket, and I do have to recommend that podcast because it is really good. I listened to it while playing TF2.
I'm leaving that out. We're not giving out free promos.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think people want our
Aw.
promos from our.
We're a big
Podcast.
podcast. We don't
definitely not,
we don't give anything to
especially if
little
they're-
guys.
Anyway, they're
Not
not
for free,
she's
at
not a
least.
little guy. Anyway, the deal is, not only that, but she also had she used as one of her pen names a fascist for one of her books.
I'm a
Yeah,
fascist. Just
we
kidding.
know.
Yeah, which is J.K. Rowling's apparently a little messed up in the head. She's insane in the membrane.
She is
if you will.
insane in the membrane.
Like
But
how
yeah,
witches and wizards
Witches and
used
Horlocks.
to
shit themselves.
shit in the ground and then like make it disappear or some shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What's another? Wasn't there a racist Harry Potter fact? Oh yeah, the only Jewish character was Anthony Goldstein.
Oh yeah, it was like there was actually a Jewish character named Anthony Goldstein or Goldberg.
That you just kind of ignored throughout the entire book, but if you
Yeah, that
reread it,
never
he's
gets
there.
mentioned.
You just have to look really closely. I wonder where he works. Hopefully not Gringotts.
Yeah.
Guess what the goblins are? They are small,
Goblin
long-nosed creatures that hate
Oh my
humans,
dude.
that hate everybody, and and
what are you
frickin' love
proposing?
gold.
And they're greedy and
I
they manage the money
And
and
they
And
run
they
a
don't like
car.
anybody else in their super isolated
Whoever says
community.
the
I
Jews don't
think
like anyone else.
it's a
I'm just
stereotype.
a
Oh,
stereotype. And guess what else is a stereotype? J.K. Rowling is a stereotype.
Of
You're
the
kind of like J.K.
British.
Rowling.
I'm a lot like J.K.
Yeah,
Rowling from the movie J.K.
He's very
Rowling.
transphobic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also hate
Let's
gay
reveal his
people.
personal information. Yeah, he does.
And Jews.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Asians.
Okay,
I wouldn't go that far.
let's cut that.
Let's roll that back. Let's roll that.
cut,
Roll it
cut,
back. Roll it
yeah,
back.
let's
Cut,
take it from
cut.
the top.
From the top. All right. Boris Johnson, 2028. We were talking about J.K. Rowling before r/brain cell made some very slanderous claims against the host of this show.
We're gonna, if any of us ever try joining the military, they're gonna find this and they're gonna be like, "What is this?" And then no one's gonna like if a draft starts, we're not gonna be able to join because of this.
Oh, that's
Probably.
freaking
Good.
awesome.
Yeah, no, that's
We don't
awesome.
even draft.
That
jobs?
is off
We just do
awesome.
it all?
They would just
Well,
say sorry.
I
it was
can
too
be
radical."
trusted with weapons.
I can
You
be
should
trusted
put
with
me in the military.
So, stereotypes in other books. Let's talk about the Minecraft villagers.
Did you know that?
This was
Notch
proposed
is
by
a
and I
atheist?
fought
This-
against it.
This is okay. Hear me out though.
Okay.
They're greedy, long nose,
Okay.
and they're protected by
Mhm.
golems. That is one of the oldest like Jewish folklore things is that they're protected by rock golems. And villagers, like, come on. Also, Notch hates like black people.
Does he really?
I'm pretty sure he does.
I thought
I
I
don't
heard
think so.
something about. No, doesn't he just? I think he hates Jews, doesn't he?
Does he?
I swear
I don't think
I
that's
swear it was
true.
like he hated Jews or something. Someone
I-
look it up.
Notch
let's find
and
it out.
Jews. Notch on
I
Twitter.
named it Minecraft, which sounds like Mein Kampf.
That's true.
That doesn't. I don't think we can. Let's put a big fat allegedly on that.
No.
You typed
Is
death
he
to all
be
Jews
like,
in a
let me
tweet.
check.
You contextless lack of self-awareness, false narrative. You exploited two guys and told me.
What are you reading right now,
This
dude?
is a Notch tweet.
Notch, my dude.
Yeah.
Oh, this is in reference to the Pewdiepie drama.
Oh yeah, that's where he made
Oh
the.
yeah, back when they said he was a Nazi.
Yeah.
Why did they
PewDiePie
say he was
is
a
not
Nazi?
a
I
Nazi.
didn't
He's
pay
just kind of
attention.
an idiot.
What was the whole thing with that? If someone would like to elaborate for me.
I don't think that. I think it was that he was racist. He also said the N word and he got kids
I know
to.
that. I know the bridge N-word one.
He got there's this thing where these kids had like a sign, and then and it was like I'm trying to remember what it was, but it was like this thing. I think it was kind of like the cameos where you give the people something to say and then they say it. It was like that, but these kids wrote it on a whiteboard and then they were in like another country and they were teaching them how to say it, and they said something about like death to all Jews or something like that.
Yeah, he's kind of an idiot. That was like tail end 2016 freaking edge humor, and it was stupid.
You love edge humor. Loves edge humor.
The one thing that I really hated was when I first joined Twitter. It was during that time when he shouted out E:_R, and
I know that channel. I used to watch that channel when I was a retard.
I also used to watch that channel, and he has an actually pretty good Death Note series, which is what PewDiePie said when he shouted him out. But people got mad at him for shouting him out, and so he deleted the video because he didn't, know everything about ER. And then he made an apology video, and he promised to donate to a charity, right? That was against anti-Semitism, the ADL, I believe it was.
Don't fucking do that.
But here's the thing: the ADL also has some history of being really stupid. Like I think they. This is a big fat allegedly, and I might get the facts wrong on this, and I do apologize. But I think they went after an Onion article that was making fun of the Israeli Defense Force.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
know what you're talking about now. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
it was like it
Yeah.
was like
And so-
Israeli soldier gets stressed
Yeah.
about shooting 9 Palestinian children
Yeah.
or some shit. Yeah.
And so he decided that he would switch it to a different charity, but people on Twitter got mad at him for this. And when he made his apology video, he was wearing a sweater with the Georgian cross. And the Georgian cross is a cross, okay? But people saw that and they were like, it's the Iron Cross from Nazi Germany! Oh! And it was all over Twitter, and it was freaking stupid. So after 2 days, I deleted the only Twitter account I ever had. Well, actually, that's a lie. I also had a Twitter account called Admiral Zal, in which we'll talk about that Twitter account when we talk about the Treehouse. But yeah, the only Twitter account I regularly used, I only owned for 2 days, and I left because the stupid Pewdiepie drama was everywhere, and you couldn't escape it. It was stupid. But yeah. And then he deleted it.
Getting a Georgian cross and an Iron Cross confused is very fair.
It is very fair,
they
but
are
why the hell
nearly
would he have an
identical.
iron? Why would he have an Iron Cross shirt? Also, I think it had
He's
Georgian. He had a Georgian freaking. It had words on it too. I thought, right?
Maybe. I'm looking at it. It looks like it has. It looks like it's like fucking hieroglyphics or something. I don't know what that
Yeah,
is.
Georgian looks really. The alphabet is like completely different. It's one of the ones that are
Yeah,
completely
yeah,
different.
Yeah, it's got what's it called on it, and it's got a circle around it. The Iron Cross never has a circle around it. I don't think. It's a freaking medal, for goodness sakes.
And I mean, if it was a metal, then it would almost always have a circle around it. It's
No,
metal.
I would.
No,
It
see, if
was
you look at the
just,
medal, if you look at the Iron Cross medal, also Germany still uses the Iron Cross.
Nah, they got rid of it.
I thought they still used it.
They got rid of it. I think. I'm pretty sure they did. I don't think they.
Yeah.
I don't think they don't have the medal anymore. I think they got rid of it.
I think there's where was it? It was from like Prussia or something, right?
It was
Prussia.
it was Prussia, and then like they did it during the First World War, and then the Second, and then after
Germany
that
has
it got kind of
reintroduced
associated.
military honors. Okay, a politically correct, newly minted version of the Iron Cross awarded to the German soldiers since 1813. Yeah.
Weird champ.
They've reintroduced it because it's older than World War II. And just because a couple of Nazis used it doesn't mean it should be banned forever, right?
Yeah, why not use the swastika too?
Yeah.
I'm not the one to be making these rules.
Stepping.
Back in the day, I was very, very stupid, and we might have a podcast episode about our stupid past selves.
Yeah, I don't want to talk.
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah. Hey, let's talk about your old self.
I already had to cut that out.
Don't worry. Let's go through the 100 rules that I sent the other night.
Oh god.
What series?
The 100 rules.
What is that?
I sent 100 rules.
It's the
that were
gifs
all
of
Goku.
of Goku powering up, and it just says like rule
I
1,
know
rule
what
2,
you're
and it
talking
just
about
keeps
now.
going.
Rule 46, no Fortnite. Rule 45, no Bluey. Rule 44, no YBA running. Rule 13.A, 3:43 p.m. is tungsten time. I don't know what that means.
I love tungsten.
Rule 40, no sexy robots.
Tungsten's a metal.
Anyway, why is your great grandfather German and in Argentina? Can you just some insight, please?
Shut up! You're the one whose grandmother's actually fucking German.
No, it was my
Yes.
grandfather.
Your grandfather, blow it out. Same
Shut up.
difference.
And he was in America, and he just shut up.
Yeah, well,
Because
shit. What was your
dang.
Grandma doing in Greece during that time, Izzy? Your great
She was
grandparents?
actually in Albania at that time.
What were they doing in Albania? Izzy doing a little bit of genociding the Bosniaks or the Muslims or whatever?
My great grandmother was a saint.
Yeah.
She was in Albania avoiding the oppressive Turkish rule in Greece, and then Turkey left Greece after World War One, and then she lived there for a bit. And then she moved to, I believe, Chicago, the greatest city.
Sure.
The greatest city in the world. Are you calling my grandmother
I'm calling
King
you
Zog?
a liar. Dude, what the fuck? I got this like
King Zog.
Porn on his computer.
No, I have like this bump on my chest. I'm gonna get that checked out. That's weird. Three
Please,
big
please,
guys.
just hear me out.
Please, please, hear me out. Walter.
So,
Andrew Yang chicken soup.
what podcast topics have we gone through? We somehow got to Pewdiepie's stuff from interesting cast of Sing. We did I'm a Scumbag. We gotta watch the Minions movie still.
We
That's
do have to
next
watch the
one.
Minions movie. I gotta wait for
Can you
everybody to get back.
Can you find us a perfectly legal way
Perfectly
that is not
legal.
a torrent to watch the Minions movie?
Is that on Disney Plus?
Is it?
Mm.
I have
It's
Disney Plus.
it's not
I
a
was
Disney
asked-
movie. It's not a Disney
Oh.
movie. It's Illumination.
Right. I
Let's
look
talk
up
about how much we love
Minions, Rise of Gru.
Minions Gru.
Online. Let's see.
If we had
I found it
Owen here,
on
we could talk about
justwatch.com and filmadaily.company. I'm
these are
not going to use those. Those
Okay,
are
wait.
viruses.
You should
Wait, what are
Okay.
viruses?
Websites like 123 Movies.
I didn't know 1, 2, 3 movies. I never
Yes.
used it before, but I don't know.
Very much so.
we could Morbius. Thick Boy sent the entire movie the other
We
day.
could watch Morbius. Morbius is awesome. I love when he goes, it's Morbin time.
How long is Morbius? Hour and 45. How long did it take to get in?
Hey. Okay, what is snitching story? What was that about?
Snitched. You were a snitch.
On what? Where?
On the drug deal.
Who
You were
suggested it?
snitched to Walter White.
Oh,
Hold
yeah,
on.
I was.
That time you walked past the old man who was like dead in the street.
Hold up.
When
Who
I-
recommended the snitching story?
Dude, just look at whose profile is it, you smart?
No, I
No,
removed
they
that.
deleted. They removed the podcast channel.
But I believe that was because it's with Master Disguise Turtle Club.
No, wait. I did not
love
recommend
Master
Turtle
of
Club.
Disguise.
That was
Master of Disguise. I don't think I suggested that, did I?
No, that was you.
I don't even know what snitch story is.
I don't
I
either.
don't know it either. This is a piece of Gragolology.
This is a piece of Gragolology.
All right, when we get everyone in here, we can talk about Gragolology. Hey, I don't like this last thing on this list.
What is the last thing on the list?
It just says kill Boris.
It's gonna happen one day.
Yeah.
Dang.
Okay, so we need one day someone is gonna have to shit their pants and we're gonna all have to be laughing about it when the podcast starts.
One of these days.
Backstory. In a blood cult.
That's
Who
real.
wants to talk about all the times we shit ourselves when we were kids?
I don't have any memory. I mean, I'm sure I did because I'm a kid, but I don't have any
You guys
memory
know
of that.
r/rod is into scat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You
not
spelled
true.
dementia wrong.
What was
I didn't spell it. I copy and pasted it, you freak.
Last time I had the stomach bug, I accidentally shit myself when I was like throwing up because the force of me throwing up and my loose asshole made me like shit myself.
The only time in
was
recent memory I can remember when I crapped myself was back when I was 7. I dreamed I was sitting on a toilet. I was not, in fact.
He was not sitting on a toilet.
I was not.
Sitting on a toilet.
Hey,
Video.
blur out when I said I shit myself. Just blur that whole thing.
No, I'm leaving it
All right, so this is now the new longest episode because I think we've been talking since.
Yeah, we're on
3?
45 minutes by now.
Ooh, that's
I'm
good.
gonna have to cut out a significant portion of that, but
just bleep out some of the stuff like that. There was one point when I just went off with all of your names.
Yeah, the
That might need to be.
first half or first like 2 or 3 minutes is just gonna be so many bleeps.
That's gonna be really funny.
We should all join the CIA so we can kill them.
Yes. Yes, dude.
You can't say that. They're
You should honestly you should join the CIA. Unironically, just do it.
I'd like to join the CIA just to see what it's about.
You're
but
18.
Also...
You're 18. You should go join the military. Actually, you're 18. You can join.
I don't wanna go military.
What I'd like to do is become a Freemason.
I mean, my mom's friend is a Freemason.
Can I join? Can I get in with them?
I think you I don't remember. There was actually a short time when Catholics couldn't join. Fun fact.
It's called the.
I think Irish people also couldn't join.
God.
But I think Greeks and Italians also couldn't join because it was like only Anglo-Saxon and like Protestants. I'm not sure.
Mozart was
I'm not 100% on that.
Mozart was 100% Catholic, and he was a
I think it was in the U.S. though.
Yeah, a lot of Confederates were Freemasons, apparently. So let's ask.
Presidents were also. I mean, Washington was.
Yeah.
I mean, the Freemasons, in my opinion, blur this out so I don't get hit by his butt. I think it's kind of just like a bunch of old guys who dress up and kind of just do stupid shit in a room.
I kind of want to be part of that, though.
Sounds like Congress, am I right?
Oh!
Up top.
Let's talk about the 152 people. Let's talk about the number 152. What a cool number, guys.
What is 152 people mean?
Oh, it's such an awesome
That was
number.
the number of Republicans who voted against interracial and gay marriage.
Oh yeah, how does that even happen in like recent that's so fucking weird.
I thought that those rights were already protected.
Yeah, well,
that's stupid.
Did you guys hear about some Russian soldier who was cutting off the nards of Ukrainian they captured?
Jesus.
Let's not talk about that.
A potential deadly type of bacterium previously found only in parts of Southeast Asia, Africa, or Australia have been detected for the first time in soil and water samples in the U.S. The CDC and prevention said Wednesday. The bacterium Burkholderia pusodomale can cause an illness called melioidosis, which has proven fatal in half of cases worldwide. About a dozen cases are discovered every year in the U.S. among blah, blah, blah. I don't care. On Wednesday, however, the CDC announced that the bacterium has been found in soil and water samples along the Gulf Coast of the Mississippi, and it issued a health alert for physicians nationwide to be on the lookout for symptoms of melioidosis, which can be vague, blah, 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 seizures, fever, chest pain, disorientation, pneumonia.
Where's the part about gay sex?
There's a guy who's eating a mega glizzy that just appeared on my feed. Homie caught lacking in 44K eating mega glizzy 9,000 at the fair.
That's awesome, dude. If I was 14, I'd be losing my mind right now.
I'll send that to there. Yeah, I mean, my sister's boyfriend still thinks that glizzy is funny.
Glizzy's a funny word.
Glizzy, I mean, yeah, glizzy.
Future me put up the picture of the glizzy.
But this is a video.
Video raw.
Farting on my roommate's door.
Farting on my roommate's door. That's just a corn dog.
You see it?
That's not even a. It's not even a glizzy.
It's still mega glizzy.
It's just a corn dog.
What the dog?
What the dog doing?
So, did you guys know? You might have to bleep this out, but with enough, you can get enough. What is it? Uranium from smoke detectors. You need to just buy a ton of them, right? Like thousands.
Right.
Yeah, I heard about that.
You can get enough of them to build a nuclear reactor, and that's what this nuclear Boy Scout did. Now I'm not exactly certain if I'm allowed to say this on YouTube.
Demon core reactor.
Check this crap.
I love the Demon Core.
I am, yes.
Boris Johnson's in trouble.
Uh-oh. Why am I in trouble?
Because your mom's gonna beat your ass.
Oh no, not me, Boris Johnson. What's your guys' favorite? Actually, everybody knows that episode 7. No,
What's
not
your
episode
favorite
7.
British
Episode
politician?
5. Episode 5 is the best episode
Chubcast.
thus far.
I don't remember what's episode 5.
That's what literally.
Oh.
You just made half of what we said unusable.
There it goes.
No, I'm gonna say your name. Farting on my roommate's door.
Oh, ho, ho.
Alright, that was great story.
Did you see that?
The bottom left corner, barely visible. So, all right. Closing remarks
Yeah,
about what we've talked about today.
I think that was a good run, everybody. 45 minutes, 50 minutes now, actually.
Can we stretch it out 10 minutes longer?
I'll throw in some awkward silence. No, this is gonna get chopped down to like 35 probably because of the whole conversations.
I don't know. I think there was a lot of good conversation, like the Hwitch story.
Like the
but
Hwitch.
that might get cut out.
I think I'll throw the Hwitch in.
What if the
So,
Hwitch
I think
finds out? Isn't
It's gonna curse me again.
Yes, he's gonna curse all of us.
Let's talk about how you guys say the name of the state wrong.
Ugh,
I'm kidding. Let's not.
holy shit.
Who is Charlie Kirk, by the way?
Charlie
He's
Kirk? Go on.
guy.
Oh, I actually do have one closing remark.
He's
So,
the guy
are
from
you
Turning Point USA who used a transform
very
tool
small
on his face and he turned it small.
All right, so here's my closing remark.
Right.
When my youth pastor retired earlier this year, he had to go to this one place that's a really old house. It's been around since the 1800s, or actually late 1700s, like 1794, I think is when it was built. And it had a guest book because it used to be a little inn for people to stay at. One of the people in that guest book was a certain Howard Holmes. If you don't know who that is, H.H. Holmes was the first American serial killer. And nobody said a thing. I was like, this is the guy. You idiots.
That's pretty awesome. I love that guy.
Maybe there was just another H.H. Holmes.
It's possible. It's possible that there was another Howard Holmes, but I mean, it's just interesting. I mean, r/balls doesn't like when you look up you actually get something related. Holy, you actually do. You get the podcast.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's the first thing on Google.
Well, have you watched the videos before?
Wait. I'll do it on incognito, so it's not.
I did it on my Safari browser, which is always on private.
Yeah, it's there. Maybe I should change the name.
Should we change the name of the podcast?
I think we should change the name so it's not related to us as much.
Are we certain that we want to do that, though?
Yeah. All right, last podcast topic. What do we change the name to?
Boris Johnson.
We're not changing to fucking Boris Johnson.
Chubtown.
Chubtown. You're so right.
We have to talk about the origin of the word chubster at some point, but we need r/legal advice for that.
We do need r/legal advice and his extreme
This is extremely yeah, friggin' idiot. Just kidding. We love you, r/legal advice. Oh my gosh. We should ask. I mean, do we really want to change the name though?
I think so. I think. Yeah, I've been thinking that. I think we should not have it so closely related to the actual. I mean, it's going to be in the
jungle.
And it's going to be in the first couple episodes.
Yeah. So we'll just call it the Chubster Cast.
Chubcast.
Chubcast.
That's good. Awesome.
All right, we're done.
That's it.
All right, we stretched it out a further 10 minutes. Let's go.
We did do that.
Hour-long
It was
episode.
5
Round
minutes.
of applause, everybody. Please.
Yeah. Well, it's not gonna be an hour long. When I think I'm gonna make some more. I think I'm just gonna get advertisements off of YouTube and like put them in.
Please don't. That will get us sued.
No, it won't. I'm
Yes,
literally
it
giving
will.
these
You're
people
not allowed
free
to do
advertising. Why
You're
wouldn't
not
I be?
allowed to do that.
Why not?
Because I don't think they want their
Who's gonna
advertisements.
They don't
attached to
want their advertisements on YouTube promoting their stuff? Yeah, right.
us. Specifically by the Chubcast.
The classic, the huge podcast, the Chubcast.
Chubcast. We'll have to talk about the origins of the word chubster tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next podcast.
Whenever we pull
Whenever we get
another
around to it.
episode out of our ass. All right,
We need-
everybody.
we need
Thanks
to
for
invite you.
watching the Chubcast. I'm Rod. This is Brain Cell, and that's
And
Boris
Boris
Johnson.
2028.
And I'm gonna kill them.
Oh, yep.
Thank you.
There we go.
All right.
Thanks for
Thanks for
fucking
watching, everybody.
whatever.